What up, Fallen Oni here. We're gonna play some Valorant. I do like Team Deathmatch. Blah blah blah. Man. Where could it be? Unrated. Let's get it. Fine. Some fun.
Let's do this.
La 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 la. Yeah. Ah!
Fighting a phoenix? Book your vacations now. This is gonna be exhausting.
Hiding a phoenix? Ugh. Let's get it.
Two suppressed.
Bomb buddy out. Enemy spotted
Fuck. Oh, they took it.
Brimstonezinho, you sure I can't listen to music? You really bringing me down here, man?
Explosives ready, Raze. Shutting them down. One suppressed. Spikes down.
Spike down A.
Enemy spotted
Target 86. Spikes down.
Last player standing.
Oh shit. Trying to go for the Guardian.
Everyone's motor functions okay? I know humans get tired.
Show me the fucking air. Ah! That one up. Down.
Flag deployed.
Like butter, baby.
One suppressed.
Enemy spotted A.
Not so fast.
Gun here.
These new friends of ours are not too friendly.
Oh, now we're done.
Sounds fresh. Right here.
Shutting them down. Rotating. Two suppressed.
Joke's over! You're dead! Right between the eyes. Miles ready.
Satchel out.
Shut up.
Fire's out.
Get him.
One enemy remaining.
Plant the spike.
Fuck, planet. Fuck.
Security is down.
Oh,
Spike down B.
It's just a scratch.
See? You're stubborn. He'll break.
Right here.
Dun, 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 dun.
Suppressing.
Enemy spotted A. Get out of my way.
What are you saying, Papa?
Spike down B.
Satchel out. Okay. There. Satchel out.
Enemy spotted.
Last player standing.
Fuck. Flash. I was fucking one shot anyways. I knew I was gonna lose.
I'll shut them down. Until then, survive.
Oh hell. Skins for days. Hey, sorry, buddy.
Hello. Suppressing. There.
My ult's ready.
You are powerless.
Fuck, are you fucking kidding me?
Smoke's down.
Spike down A.
Grenade.
Good news.
Satchel out.
A dot. Dot.
Last player standing.
Terminus.
One enemy remaining.
Let's ruin their day.
Oh, we might. We might agree. Hey, what's up? Doing good.
They are so dead. Know what to do.
Shutting them down. One suppressed.
Got the spike. Joke's
Spike
over.
down
You're
A.
dead.
Here goes the party.
Spike planted. They found my trap.
Net deployed.
Stand still. Open up the sky. Enemy spotted B. Now we're cooking.
These guns
Oh,
are
no.
okay, but I will also bring my own. No offense.
Ugh. No thank you, but
Can't use that.
Spike down A.
oh, dead.
Shutting them down. Two suppressed.
I can't miss.
Oh, you fucker.
One enemy remaining.
I knew
Last
it.
player standing.
Got the spike. Spike planted. Launching smoke. Belt's ready.
There we go.
They want to dance? I'll leave.
I'm okay. Thank you for the offer. I'm not. Thank you.
Right here.
You have a lovely day.
Satchel out. Get out of my way.
Slide.
One enemy remaining.
I would let you live, but that does not compute.
Save. Oh, save.
Attack when they're
Credit's
suppressed.
bad.
I cut their options, they make mistakes.
Lost the sounds. Tomorrow the skin's coming out. It's gonna be lit. Saturday.
Suppressor.
No.
Our spike carrier is killed.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
Fuck. Bruh. Oh my god. No!
It seems these strangers want me. Eh bien.
Missed. Oh my god.
Need a drop. Thank you.
Who will I spot first?
Oh, satchel out. Satchel out.
fucking dumb. I thought he was gonna be back there. Ah!
Enemy spotted B.
Here comes the party!
Last player standing. Spike down B.
They're gonna see your bullets. No.
Last round before the switch.
We're moving out. Back heavy.
Back head. Back head. Back head. Back door.
Clear to engage. Weapons hot. Knife deployed. 2 suppressed. Flash.
Fucking bitch.
Reloading.
Oh, they want so bad.
There they are. Enemy
Sure.
Enemy spotted A.
Enemy.
What the heck?
Fully smoked.
Surrender, surrender.
Joke's over. You're dead.
You last player standing.
Open up the sky.
You.
Oh.
Switching sides.
Drink some water, reload your mags, and let's get back out there.
Yes. Back out.
Suppressing. 4 suppressed.
Lamp.
There. There. Enemy spotted B.
On my way.
I have them. Enemy.
Spike down B. Spike planted.
Suppressing. 1 suppressed.
Enemy spotted B.
Last player standing.
Fucker, no!
My smokes can block the enemy's line of sight. Once they're blind, we move.
Shutting them down. 3 suppressed.
Bruh. Yeah, done. Take the fuck out. Take that.
Okay, we know the drill. Stick to your roles and we'll crush it.
Shutting them down.
Your fault. Enemy spotted A.
Watching here.
Multiple enemies, A.
Spike down A.
Connor.
Still there.
Mag deployed.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing. Spike planted.
Flashbang. Nice knowing you.
Pay attention. I learned something. Need equipment. Need equipment. Thanks.
My baby! My baby! Oh, fuck!
Watch this!
Mag deployed. On my way.
Healer down. Multiple enemies A.
Yeah, you're gonna get fucked.
Watching here.
One enemy remaining.
My ult's ready.
Solid work.
One more to go.
Okay, which gun to pick this time?
Going B.
Look at the edge of the fire. Alright, I'm gonna this line right here that I made right now. Ah!
Shutting them down.
Enemy spotted A.
like God. God.
Solid work.
Enemy spotted A.
On my way.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Suppress it.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
One suppressed. Target dead. Flag it.
You will not kill my allies.
One enemy remaining.
My ult's ready. Flashbang.
Fuck!
Please do not mistake my smile.
Sorry.
I take this all very seriously.
Spam.
I stand. I should not stand.
Suppress it.
Stim beacon down.
Watching here. There.
Fucking bitch. Oh my god. Fuck. Like I should have flashed. I heard her flash. Ah!
Match point.
No more doubts. We're ready.
Shutting them down.
Got him.
Going A. You are
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Knife deployed.
Attackers win.
Never better. Second days, you gotta do it. Oh, I already did the vlog.
Match found.
I am the beginning. I am the end.
Go watch some moist clickle. Or you know what? This one.
Wait a
The
minute.
devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. The momager of 6 has built a multi-billion-dollar empire by keeping the Kardashian-Jenner name in the
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, let's reset this. Because I tried one time, it didn't work. I tried 2 times to mend things, it didn't work, and it's happening again. And this time, I will with actions. Yeah, I'm moving on.
The devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. The momager of 6 has built a multi-billion-dollar empire by keeping the Kardashian-Jenner name in the media, but the one tactic that
That's
works
crazy,
best is high-profile relationships, since people can't help but be overly
I care.
invested in celebrity couples. Kardashian relationships are often short-lived, and they tend to be a bit one-sided. There have been countless men whose careers or personal lives suffer due to their association with the family. This is known as the Kardashian curse. Today we are going to look at the stories of men whose lives may have changed for the worse because of their relationship with a Kardashian, starting with Ray J. Ray J was a teenage R&B sensation. In 1997, when he was just 16 years old, his single, Let It Go, peaked at number 25 on the US Billboard Hot 100 after it appeared on the Set It Off soundtrack.
What?
He
I've
continued
seen
this
his name
momentum
before.
in 2001 with his second single, Wait a Minute, featuring rapper Lil Kim, which peaked at number 30 on the Billboard Hot 100 and helped establish Ray J.
Chat, okay, guys, I like this guy. Okay, he makes videos. He's talking about his career in music. What about his career in acting? Chat, his IMDb profile is off the fucking rockers. It is insane.
As a mainstream R&B artist.
This guy
He also
is
ventured
kind
into
of a god,
acting,
to be
earning
honest.
roles in popular sitcoms like Moesha and The Sinbad Show. He had every quality to be a multifaceted superstar in Hollywood.
41
Then
months of
he met
epico.
Kim Kardashian. During a brief musical hiatus, Ray J began dating Kim in 2003 after meeting her while she was working as a stylist for his sister, Brandy. The couple dated for 3 years, during which they made an explicit tape that would later catapult Kim into the spotlight. However, at this time, Kim was just another Valley girl whose only claim to fame is being the daughter of the lawyer who represented O.J. Simpson. So the public
Which
was
is
generally
pretty-
unaware of their relationship. They separated sometime in 2006, and Ray J continued seeing the success of his recently released third studio album titled Radiation, featuring his most iconic single, One Wish. But it was after their breakup where things got bad for Ray J
Chat, who
and
posted the
great
video?
for Kim. But first, a word from our sponsor, Aura. Have you
Chat, who posted the video? I will get this thing. Aura of Fantasy. Bing, 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 bing. Chat, who posted the video?
can go to aura.com/PatrickCC to start your 2-week
It's
free
wrong,
trial.
why?
Link in the description. Thanks, Aura. Kim began working as a stylist for her childhood friend Paris Hilton, frequently accompanying Hilton to events and parties. Paris had a tape leak in 2004, 3 years earlier, conveniently at the same time her reality reality TV show, Separate, Let's Review. The tape and show combined launched Paris into fame. It just so happens that the Kardashian family had a reality TV show on the brink of releasing in 2007. Conveniently, in February of that year, the explicit tape of Ray J and Kim made in 2003 titled Kim Kardashian Superstar leaked onto the internet and garnered significant public interest and media attention. Kim filed a lawsuit against Vivid Entertainment for distributing the film, but this was all a part of the plan. Kim and her mother took Paris Hilton's strategy, and it worked flawlessly. Kim addressed the tape on the Tyra Banks show and insisted that she didn't want it out there. However, she dropped the lawsuit just 3 months earlier and settled for $5 million, giving Vivid permission to market and sell copies of the tape. Sales from the film reportedly generated nearly $1.5 million in revenue in the first 6 weeks. The controversy surrounding this tape was used to market season 1.
Well, I didn't know that. I think some of these dynamics are incredibly complicated. This is the one that it's off. I removed it. Well, it's not. It kind of is though. He says they know what they're doing, but they sued them. I don't know. Just keep going.
Of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Episode 1 included a large segment about her tape and Kim's feelings about the leak. It was talked about heavily throughout season 1, and the show launched Kim into becoming a household name in Hollywood. But nobody knew this was calculated at the time, and Ray J looked like the bad guy for filming this material. But temporarily, it did help his career. His 2008 album, All I Feel, debuted at number 7 on the Billboard Hot 200, and he had his highest...
Chat, I wish you dug deeper in this. Chat, who posted it, or who sent it to the company that published it? Who did all that? Because it's easy to play the public game here and say this and that, but we don't know. Ever said it? Watch the video. I watched the video. I don't understand it. How do I know that though?
Charting single ever with Sexy Can I, peaking at number 3. He then tried to compete with Kim in the reality TV world with his dating show For the Love of Ray J, which lasted 2 seasons and averaged over 2 million viewers. But that was his final peak. His next reality show was cancelled after 2 seasons, and his music career dwindled. After not hearing a Ray J song for 3 years, we got blindsided by the controversial track I Hit It First, featuring Bobby Brackens in April 2013. This song was very obviously about Kim, especially looking at the music video. The song peaked at number 51 on the Billboard Hot 100 and gave Ray J his first Hot 100 entry in years. Then Ray J reportedly sent Kim and Kanye a check that totaled his profits off his tape as a wedding gift, further taunting them. Although on the surface this seemed like a W for Ray J, it really just made him look jealous and desperate to get back into the spotlight. Aside from appearing on various reality shows over the years, Ray J's legacy is mostly known today not as an early 2000s R&B star, but rather the guy who made a tape with Kim Kardashian. Ray J was just a pawn to get Kim introduced to Hollywood, and he fell right into the trap. However, Reggie Bush would become the blueprint of how the Kardashians use relationships to line their pockets. Reggie Bush was the most dominant college football player in the country during his time at the University of Southern California.
I remember that.
He played a key role in helping USC win back-to-back national championships in 2003 and 2004. In 2005, Bush won the prestigious Heisman Trophy, awarded to the most outstanding player in college football. Posting a Reggie Bush highlight video was a cheat code for 1 million views on YouTube in 2006. He was basically the first athlete to become a social media celebrity before he got to the big stage. Just a few days before entering the NFL, he signed a $1 million per year endorsement deal with Adidas, then more endorsements with Pepsi, Pizza Hut, General Motors, and Subway. The New Orleans Saints drafted Reggie with the second overall pick in the 2006 NFL Draft. Reebok had received over 15,000 orders for Bush's Saints jersey just 1 week after the draft. Reggie's popularity and social media presence made him the perfect candidate to be Kim Kardashian's boyfriend.
Oh, come
During that
on.
offseason, Reggie attended the 2007 ESPY Awards, where he was introduced to Kim through a mutual friend. At the time,
Chad, they all fall for the trap, dude. And you know what, dude? Dude, I would. And you know what, Chad? You would. Stop it. You would, man. Guys, life is tough, man. Chad, come on. I got my hands up in the air, Chad. I would've.
You got.
I would've.
Kim was still dealing with the aftermath of her tape with Ray J and was gradually elevating to superstar celebrity status. They began dating shortly after, and their relationship was on full display in Keeping Up during season 2. In episode 9, Kim shoots a sexy calendar for Reggie, claiming it's for his eyes only, even though there are TV cameras recording the entire shoot for millions of fans at home. But then her mother Chris distributes the calendars for public sale. Obviously, this situation was scripted for TV. This was never going to be exclusive to Reggie, and they knew the calendar would be sold to the public. They just needed to fill out 30 minutes of television and twist the narrative. Men dating the Kardashians have to understand that nothing about their life is private, and their girlfriends will twist their real lives to fit the format of reality television. Reggie was a humble and quiet guy. This one paparazzi interaction alone, you could see how much Kim loved the spotlight and Reggie didn't.
Reggie! Kim, love you. For president.
I cut the light off, remember?
Reggie, what's up? Peace sign, dog.
This type of attention every time you try to go out to a restaurant will wear down on someone. Reggie's brother chimed in on their relationship many years later.
Bro, that's just sad.
That you were Kim Kardashian's brother-in-law?
Never. I never really liked her, so.
You didn't?
No, not at all.
Why not?
No, she was too much.
She was
too much for the family. We couldn't.
How so?
Just too much.
Despite this, it seemed like the couple.
Chat, my take on this, chat, is that this is all cool and fun and all, but in those scenarios, from my perspective, you expect to find somebody who wants to play ball, who wants to throw the ball back. You throw the ball at them, they throw the ball back, and then this interaction of like power couple, cool shit, interviews, paparazzi, all this like, they just play the game, you know, dude, it is what it is. It's the Hollywood life, whatever, but it seemed like from all the events being shown in the video, he didn't want that. And it seemed like it was just gonna, so it's gonna suck you to see like that they were trying really hard at all these strategies, whatever, when they could have found a candidate that wanted that, but he didn't. So it's kind of like, come on, man. It just feels kind of forced.
This type of attention every time you try to go out to a restaurant will wear down on someone. Reggie's brother chimed in on their relationship many years later.
Do you ever wish that you were Kim Kardashian's brother-in-law?
Never. I never really liked her, so.
You didn't?
No, not at all.
Why not?
No, she was too much.
She was
too much for the family. We couldn't.
How so?
Just too much.
Despite this, it seemed like the couple were destined to settle down together. The anticipation of the wedding made for great TV. Kim and Reggie just seemed so in love. But one day, everything changed. Due to the demands of Reggie's football commitments and Kim's continued exponential success, the couple broke up for the first time in 2009, citing their desire to focus on their respective careers. Season 3 of Keeping Up documented their fallout and how Kim was dealing with the breakup.
You look like a swab, to put it mildly. And this place is wet. I deserve to be a swab. This is how people live when they're like really depressed. So maybe I'm really depressed.
Season 4 showcased Kim wanting to get back together, which they did briefly get back together in 2010 before calling it quits again. The entire rise and fall of their relationship was made for TV, but never showed Reggie's side of the situation, which is crucial to protect the Kardashians' image. Cut out all the things that maybe make them look bad. In fact, they often try to make them.
It's crazy that the public is so fucking dumb, right? That they would need behind the scenes to see how stupid this whole thing is. When you can see right there in the show, the existence of the show is a disaster. Why do you need behind the scenes that, well, this was a little bit fake? The whole thing is dog shit. Like, what? People are so brainwashed.
Men look like the weak ones. For example, a press release after their breakup said, Kim is going to be fine either way. She travels the world and has created brands. He just can't keep up. Which is true. Reggie could not keep up with all of the failed brands that Kim was creating. The Kardashian card, a prepaid debit card that was taken off the market within a month due to a firestorm of criticism. The card had extremely high fees and was marketed to teenagers who are less educated on personal finance. Then there was Kardashian.
What the fuck?
Personal finance. Then there was Kardashian Color, a nail polish line with 14 different colors with goofy names like Chloe Had a Little Lamb and Court is Ready for Betty. Can't forget Quick Trim, the dieting supplement that promised you to reach your weight loss goals. Well, it was bogus and they got hit with a $5 million lawsuit. Then there was Kim's Skechers Shape Up sneakers, in which advertisements claimed that the shoes would help people lose weight and strengthen and tone their butt, legs, and abdominal muscles. Because of the deceptive ads, Skechers had to pay a $40 million settlement after losing a class action lawsuit. Now, Reggie said himself that he failed to live up to expectations on the football field during their relationship. Critics said he was overhyped in college, and his Kardashian fame made him even more overhyped, which could be true, but he had a solid.
Chat, with all, I'm not offering blame, but I'm pretty sure all these products are just her like signing at the bottom of the fucking page and be like, sure, whatever. Like if they'd actually cared, they would accept these offers. But at the same time, some of the shift behind it is the company's fault, which is why they're getting sued themselves, and they're the one taking the fault for it, not her.
Solid career.
I think we can agree with that.
Super Bowl
At least to some
champion with the
degree.
New Orleans Saints in 2010, and then went on to play some of his best football in the 3 years after the breakup with Kim. Reggie was inducted into the Saints Hall of Fame in 2019. While Kim's brands and relationships were failing, the reality show writers needed storylines for season 4 of Keeping Up. Luckily, Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom became official extremely fast, which ended in him almost losing his life. Lamar Odom decided to skip college and head straight into the 1999 NBA draft, where he was selected as the 4th overall pick by the Los Angeles Clippers. Standing at 6'10", Odom's ball handling ability, passing skills, and court vision were remarkable for a player of his size. He was highly regarded as a teammate and valued for his unselfish play and willingness to sacrifice for the team's success. This unselfishness and consistent production landed him on the Los Angeles Lakers, where he played alongside Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol, helping the franchise win a championship in the 08-09 season. During that offseason, Lamar met Khloe Kardashian at a party for a fellow NBA player, Ron Artest, in August of 2009. With her, I was like, if I do what I normally do, I'm gonna lose her. And if I lose her, I think it's going to hurt a lot. Right then and there, I knew. We were together every day. It only took 3 weeks before the couple took their next step in their relationship and got engaged. It may seem like it's a quickie wedding to everyone else, but Khloe knows what she wants. The proposal was recorded and aired on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, where Lamar began regularly appearing. Just 9 days after getting engaged, Lamar and Khloe tied the knot in September 2009. After the couple was officially married, they signed a deal to co-star on a new reality show, Khloe and Lamar, which would focus on their life together and the first year of their marriage. This relationship was great for business. Like many initially involved with the Kardashians, Lamar played great during the 2009-2010 NBA season, helping the Lakers secure back-to-back championships.
Okay, I'm gonna say how it is. I think this looks like a simple topic. Is guys, you're just making a show. I'm gonna be unfair here. I'm gonna make a lot of conclusions based on no evidence at all. This is just really a disaster. Why? She's competing with her sisters, or sister at the time, right? And she has a show that's similar to the other one, right? And of course she's gonna want this show to go to certain heights and compete and whatever the fuck, right? And to get there, you absolutely need drama because she's getting drama. So it's favorable for her to manufacture and go bonkers with it. And I guess
excellence on the court continued into the next season, and he was awarded the NBA 6th Man of the Year. The couple's reality show, Khloe and Lamar, debuted on E! in 2011, which averaged about the same viewers as Keeping Up. During this time, Lamar and Khloe were one of Hollywood's more prominent power couples. Khloe may have even taken a bit of spotlight away from Kim. Fans were just obsessed with her and Lamar. Together, they'd create a His/Her fragrance line, Unbreakable Love by Khloe and Lamar, along with various brand deals and sponsorships. Sadly, it was all about to come crashing down. Lamar's reputation as a reliable role player in the NBA was dwindling. From 2011 to 2013, he was traded twice. The initial trade from Los Angeles to Dallas is where Odom felt his career was over. That trade from the Lakers basically ended my career on purpose. I was never really myself ever again. Being in LA, the structure, the people I knew, it hurt either way. I had great memories with the Lakers, with Kobe and Pau. That was a special time in my life. Now labeled a journeyman, Odom was experiencing career low statistics on the court, and his personal life was even worse. Around mid-2013, cheating rumors consumed media headlines. While Khloe initially supported her husband, she filed for divorce in late 2013 after months of speculation about Lamar's substance abuse issues. Lamar details one dark night in his book. While on a bender of cocaine and ecstasy, he grabbed Khloe forcefully in a fit of rage and said, I screamed, out of my mind, you trying to embarrass me in front of my friends? I'll effing kill you. You don't know what I'm capable of. Lamar was a violent addict. He also said his biggest regret was that I couldn't keep my in my pants or the out of my nose. These substance abuse issues led to a DUI and a stint in rehab. Their toxic relationship was constantly making headlines. It was a reoccurring segment of many Keeping Up with the Kardashians episodes. But Lamar didn't want to get divorced.
Wait, is that him saying that? Or is that somebody else reporting that?
divorced. He avoided ending his marriage for nearly 2 years before finally signing the papers. This all reached a tipping point one night where Lamar nearly lost his life. In October 2015, Lamar sought the company of 2 women working at a Nevada brothel, planning a 4-day stay where he spent $75,000. At Love Ranch, Odom would have a near-fatal overdose. He became comatose and was placed on life support in a hospital in Las Vegas, where he suffered 12 strokes and endured 6 heart attacks as his heart stopped twice, and doctors told friends and family to prepare for the worst. Fortunately, he regained consciousness and was transferred to Los Angeles to begin his recovery journey. In the aftermath of the incident, Chloe withdrew her request for a divorce. She stated that she had not reconciled with Odom, but wished to assist him in making medical decisions during his recovery. Come early 2016, Lamar was making strides in his recovery while Chloe provided emotional and financial support, remaining by his hospital bed day and night. Once Chloe felt as though Odom was back on his feet, the divorce was finalized in December of that year. Through it all, it does seem like Chloe genuinely cared for Lamar. He was clearly not ready for this level of fame, and they obviously rushed into a relationship.
Yeah, I gotta give some props, okay, guys. I was rude earlier with my conclusions. Now I kind of feel bad, okay. I gotta give some props. I feel like there's a lot of room here that they could have played a bunch of cards and play the public and do a bunch of bullshit and a bunch of underhanded dog shit, and it seemed like she actually cared. Which kind of warms my heart a little bit.
This was finalized in December of that year. Through it all, it does seem like Chloe genuinely cared for Lamar. He was clearly not ready for this level of fame, and they obviously rushed into a relationship to capitalize on the money and ratings it would generate. Turns out, his demons got the best of him. But he wasn't the only basketball player to fall victim to the Kardashian curse. Kendall Jenner has dated at least 7 different NBA players, prompting a famous meme in the NBA community, Kendall's 75. Now, a lot of NBA fans like to indulge in the idea that Kendall ruined these players' performance, but it's an extremely weak argument, because many of these situations can be attributed to just normal ups and downs in a ball player's career. Jordan Clarkson dated Kendall in 2016 and had a slight...
this was really there. Nah, you know, chat, fuck it. There's absolutely some validity there. Okay,
Last round in the half.
I'm not even trying to defend that shit. Okay,
Valid?
I should have went harder on that point.
His career. Jordan Clarkson dated Kendall in 2016 and had a...
Personal experience? Absolutely. Okay, but I did the opposite. At the time, wait, I told this to chat a bunch of times in the past, okay? I was dating this girl, and, no, not the one you guys think. You guys haven't heard about her. We had a rule, okay? Then whenever I had to go live, okay? She would not enter my room, or the apartment was like made in 2 blocks. There was like a door in between. And if I was live, she does not go to my room, okay? And she stayed in the other room, and so be it, okay? And she knew I was focused on career, okay? And I wanted her to stay over. If she wanted to stay over, and we had like an agreement. We had a clear agreement that I was super focused on career, okay? Guys, at the time, I used to stream in the morning, go to the office for practice, come back home and stream again, and then I would be done. My days were like, my career days were like 16 hours long. I had no space for anything, right? And I said that I would not do any trade-offs whatsoever to invest into like this relation that we had. And she was okay with it. So that we did that. But it was super like on the dot. It was very, I think it was pretty well done. But I could see how it could play out for other people like this in the NBA, where they're trying to make a show almost or something like that, and there's a lot of pull, there's a lot of whatever, they want to stay relevant, I could see how they would split their attention from the ball game to whatever social aspect of it.
To just normal ups and downs in a ball player's career. Jordan Clarkson dated Kendall in 2016 and had a slight dip in performance the next couple seasons, but bounced back and has been playing better than ever for the past 3 years. The same can be said for Kyle Kuzma, who dated Kendall in late 2018 to mid-2019, had a slight dip in performance the next 2 seasons, but again bounced back immensely for the past 2 years. Ben Simmons briefly dated Kendall in 2018, but didn't see a major decline in his performance until 2022, 4 years later.
I was supposed to do a Twitch event with this guy as a 2v2 or whatever, and I think he didn't show up. I don't know what happened, but they had me like connect with him, and me and him were connected, and then he dipped, and I was like, okay.
Devin Booker
I
played
didn't know at
great
the
the
time.
entire time he was dating Kendall. Phoenix Suns fans just like to blame her because they got outplayed by the Bucks in the 2021 NBA Finals. Blake Griffin is probably the one who had the worst downfall after dating Kendall. In summer of 2017, Blake separated from the mother of his children, Bryn Cameron, thinking he was going to get serious with the 22-year-old model. During their time together, Kendall was frequently spotted courtside while Blake was playing for the LA Clippers. In September 2017, a source told People that the relationship was nothing serious. Blake is doing everything in his power to make Kendall his girlfriend, but she's keeping him at an arm's length because she knows how busy she is. Which makes you wonder what type of mixed signals were happening that Blake would leave his family for a fling with a model. Was he being led on, or was he just that irresponsible?
Shit.
Unfortunately, when Blake was traded from the LA Clippers to the Detroit Pistons in January of 2018, the cross-country move essentially ended all hopes for a long-term relationship with Kendall. Now, his career declined from there mostly because of injuries. It's really his personal life that suffered after that. He built a reputation for being somewhat of a joke based on how he chased Kendall who never really wanted him. Many have even speculated that Blake is...
Well, never want him is up to speculation. I feel like this guy's like in between point A and B, and there's probably like pulling to A and being like, well, this could be a thing, and then kind of pull the rug under if things didn't pan out. I don't know. I'm just
adult star Lena Rhodes' first child.
Also, don't have kids with NBA players. That's another one.
This rumor has led to Griffin becoming a meme within the NBA community. Blake was a superstar player at one point for sure, but his downfall seems more so because of his injuries rather than being tainted by the chaotic lifestyle of the Kardashians. Seeing how successful
78 Sky, she's low.
inspired Kim to get a basketball husband for herself, Chris Humphries, which ended in Chris suing Kim for using him for publicity. Entering the NBA in 2004 as the 14th overall pick selected by the Utah Jazz, Chris Humphries was highly regarded as a promising basketball prospect. However, he was just okay. He averaged 4.3 points and 3 rebounds per game in his first 5 seasons, but he also only averaged 11.5 minutes of playtime. Chris was a decent player, but nowhere near the superstar that the Kardashians aimed for. However, in 2009, Chris began playing for the New Jersey Nets. His playtime doubled, and so did his stats.
He gives me Ryan Sheckler vibes.
Not too long after, he met Kim Kardashian through a mutual friend. Kim was photographed sitting courtside on multiple occasions at the Barclays Center that fall, and though it was obvious the two were dating, they initially kept the status of their relationship a secret. But things escalated much quicker than we could have ever imagined. 7 months after meeting, Chris proposed to Kim at her home, placing rose petals on the floor that spelled out, "Will you marry me?" Kim said yes, and season 6 had a whole new plot. The massive and glamorous wedding cost a whopping $10 million. The ceremony was filmed for the 4-hour E! Special, Kim's Fairy Tale Wedding, which aired on television 2 months later. The couple quickly capitalized off the attention, appearing on The Ellen Show where they renewed their vows.
It's been 5 weeks since your wedding, which is a long time for reality TV stars. So
What did they spend on for 10 mil?
Unfortunately, Ellen's one-off comment foreshadowed their early demise, because Kim filed for divorce after just 72 days of marriage. For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do us part. Those are pretty serious promises.
Oh man,
let alone a $10 million.
Bro, and in California? Ooh.
$1 million wedding. Kim said, "I hope this marriage was forever, but sometimes things don't work out as planned," which makes you wonder what the plan was. While Kim seemed content with parting ways, Chris revealed his own statement that he was not done fighting for the relationship. "I love my wife and I'm devastated to learn she filed for divorce." Kardashian fans immediately took Kim's side. They said Chris was always rude to her, and they could tell through the highly edited and scripted TV show that it obviously wasn't going to work out. For example,
just saying I want to raise my kids and live in LA. That's where I'm from. That's all I know.
By the time you have kids and they're in school and all that, like, no one will probably care about you, let's be honest.
obviously this is a very rude and mean thing to say to your girlfriend. However, we don't know how much of this conversation was edited. What if right before this, Kim said, "Well, you're never going to be a Hall of Famer, so you should just quit." They also point to another clip during the wedding rehearsal.
Please talk about it.
Like, this is all I feel like I have left is my mustache. It's the only way to send a message to you.
When you are surrounded by a family that directs your every move, directs the words that come out of your mouth, controls every situation to make it benefit them the most, something as small as refusing to shave your mustache feels like a victory. On top of that, media outlets are posting headlines that say, "Chris Humphries mocks Kim Kardashian's weight on show." This is what he said.
I got a phantom on my body.
Get a lot of wedding cake.
I'm pretty sure everyone in history who's tried to lift up another human grunts and says how heavy they are. In response to this divorce, Chris filed to annul the marriage.
Okay, I don't think. Okay. I think in a relationship you have to be very careful how you talk about weight, especially how it affects people. I don't think that was anything at all. I think that was fine. And that comment didn't feel like anything at all.
Citing that it was fraud. An annulment is a legal ruling that erases a marriage by declaring the marriage null and void and that the union was never legally valid. Kind of confusing, but basically Chris was arguing that this marriage was all a spectacle for entertainment, where he was fully dedicated and—
Chat, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Come on, chat. Guys, I'm trying to watch this video, chat. Everybody's being fucking weird, making weird panels. Don't fucking do that shit. It's fucking weird, okay? Stop it. Actually, stop. I didn't bait shit, okay? Bro, I've been in multiple relations. I know how that works, okay? Stop it, okay? When you commit to somebody, it doesn't fucking matter. I don't know what everybody's so like caught up in, like appearances and weird shit. Like, things are complicated, man. Don't be like that.
Serious the entire time. I would never go through something and do something that wasn't real, or I didn't believe in. So I can really only speak for myself in terms of that. The pair reached a settlement in court in April 2013 after Humphries dropped his annulment request, and their divorce was finalized shortly after that. In 2017, Kim reflected on her reasons for marrying Humphries, saying, "At the time, I just thought, holy shit, I'm 30 years old, I better get this together. I better get married." But I knew on my honeymoon it wasn't going to work out. Chris expressed that he was in a dark place for a year after the split because he felt like the world hated him. "I didn't even want to say anything to defend myself because it felt like I couldn't win." Although he wasn't really much of a star player before he that he was in a dark place for a year after the split because he felt like the world hated him. "I didn't even want to say anything to defend myself because it felt like I couldn't win." Although he wasn't really much of a star player before he married Kim, afterwards he started playing some of his best basketball. However, this failed marriage and the public siding with Kim shattered his reputation and overshadowed any of his career highlights, especially considering he was replaced with Kim's new superstar boyfriend, Kanye West. Kanye and Kim's fallout is easily the biggest and most catastrophic of them all. Their relationship alone could be its own video. Well, yeah, Trap Lord Ross did it in 3.5 hours. However, Kanye is trying to save his children from being used as pawns to become the successors of the Kardashian empire. Kris Jenner molded this formula of managing her kids' careers and capitalizing from their success. Ye doesn't want that to be done to his kids, because it has already begun. In November 2021, Kim Kardashian—
That's fucking cooked up. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat, because this is like some dystopian thing that this might, chat, this type of phenomenon might only happen in this iteration of our generation, just this one time, right? And then people make conclusions and people will be able to study this phenomenon and act accordingly for the future. But since there's not a lot of data about this, nobody really knows about this, but I'm sorry, I'm on Kanye's side on this one. This, from my personal view and how I think everything works in the world, I have to, because I think they should be protected in every way, and as they start understanding the concept and dynamics of life, especially with how it works out in the public, in the media, and how it affects back at you, and these cycles, they aren't always equipped to make decisions, which you should be making anyway when you're really young, right? Because I mean you're a child, but I don't think they're being given all the tools required to make these decisions, and I think they were like put into this really early so that the decisions are now made for it. But yeah, of course, because that's all they know. That's my take.
And launched a joint TikTok account with her eldest daughter, North West. Kim and North accumulated more than 130,000 followers in less than 24 hours. People are now becoming fans of the 9-year-old. They claim she is exactly like Kanye, confident and unashamed of her attitude. Now, TikTok clearly states that the minimum age for a user is 13 years old, but they don't use age verifications when you sign up, plus Kim making this a joint account makes it seem like North has restricted access to it. We know this isn't true when North went live on TikTok by herself on her own personal phone. She ran into Kim's room where she said,
"Mom, I'm live." Okay, bye.
After multiple other instances of North posting on TikTok, Kanye told Kim he didn't want her on the app, but she wouldn't listen, so he went public.
"Hey everybody, I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her."
Bro, that is weird. Okay, that's weird. Honestly, TikTok should have been all over that shit. I understand that you can make a case for someone and say, well, this was scripted. It was scripted, and they knew that they were kind of allowed, and I was behind it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't look like that to me.
Yeah, Phantom, please.
And on top of that, that's cooked. And if it's like, oh, you can't do that, you're not allowed, then sorry to say it, just then stand up and fucking be a parent. I'm gonna be harsh to chat. I'm being harsh, but I think when it comes to children, you have to be harsh in those ways. Okay, in this instance, if you want to look like you're a good parent and this is happening, you have to stand up from the fucking room and be a parent. That's my take.
To stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing, I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said I am not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney.
All of us have been on TikTok. It's completely understandable why a father does not want his child to use that app. But it's the frustration that Kanye admits and his very serious tone that makes people label him crazy and controlling. Kim disagrees and says Kanye is attacking her. Kanye's constant need for attacking me in interviews and on social media is actually more hurtful than any TikTok North might create.
That is not even
120 Omen, 120 Omen.
These are two different realms that do not correlate to one another at all. There's no interaction between these two types of hurt, and it's deliberately obtuse and manipulative, in my opinion, to mix them both together. That is just a short-sighted thing to say. Sorry.
As the parent who is the main provider and caregiver
He's
for
only
our
at
children,
30, so you're
I'm
both
doing
one
my best
hit.
to protect our daughter while
What's
also
behind?
Attacking her, possibly attacking her.
Yeah, he's
allegedly
coming
attacking
from
her, in that way. And the damage caused by her going live and doing these things are two
Probably
different
from
lines.
either behind
They're
or
different
from
lines.
where you
Stop
are
making
right
these. Stop making them together.
to express creativity in the medium that she wishes with adult supervision because it brings her happiness.
Nice.
However, just 1 year later, and everyone agrees that Kanye was right. Northwest linked up with Ice Spice and shared a video of
here it
themselves
comes.
and some friends singing along to Boys a Liar Part 2. North had previously posted a portrait she drew of Ice Spice weeks prior. Kim likely arranged their encounter so that the daughter could meet someone she looked up to, having done something similar in the past with JoJo Siwa. The video didn't initially spark much controversy, as many felt the encounter was fairly innocent and playful. However, days later, things went too far after North posted a TikTok cosplayed as Ice Spice, wearing an outfit many deemed inappropriate for someone her age. Amid immense backlash, many questioned Kim's parenting, ultimately forcing her to delete the video. Kim said, "As soon as I saw the words," meaning the lyrics North was singing, "I was like, oh no, we're taking this down." Which proves that 1, Kim does let her 10-year-old use TikTok without supervision.
Yep. And at that point, damage is done forever. Like, it doesn't matter, dude. It's why it needs heavy supervision, man. You have to be a fucking parent, dude. And if you can't guarantee that you're gonna have that much oversight over their actions, well, maybe you shouldn't have this many kids. Oh man, I'm sorry. I apologize. I publicly. Okay, sorry. I went to run this one. Okay, my bad. Okay. I get it. So it's a lot of work and it's a lot of supervision. Okay, but shit, if you wanna, yeah, I have a deal.
Oh no, we're taking this down. Which proves that 1, Kim does let her 10-year-old use TikTok without supervision, and begs the question, why was she letting her daughter hang out with the 23-year-old rapper anyways? Well, because 1 month later, Skims, her company, launched a campaign surrounding Ice Spice, and this was the perfect controversy to help sell some clothes. Kim also agreed recently that Kanye was right the whole time.
And then I saw on the internet, it's like, Kanye was right, and maybe he was, in that instance.
Fuck
maybe
no, no. Absolutely fucking not. I won't fucking let. Nope. The language here that is being used is dog shit. I fucking hate this. Absolutely not. This is a way to be like, oh, I want to look like I'm on his side, and I want to look like, but I won't take the step down and say he was actually right. That's like, this is only for appearance of truth and not for actual truth and results. That is that's dog shit.
The whole time.
And then I saw on the internet, it's like, Kanye was right, and maybe he was,
And maybe he was, as a question of like, oh, maybe in a hypothetical. No. In this instance, he actually was, and you have to fucking take it. You have to say, yeah.
In that instance.
Maybe if we put my family on display, or yours, or anyone's in front of millions, it would be just as messed up as theirs. Life is extremely complicated. To blame these men's downfall or depreciation on a single relationship seems drastic. Not to mention, these relationships and family complications are edited, manipulated, and sensationalized for our entertainment. I'm not sure if the Kardashian curse is real. It definitely is extreme to say that these men's lives were destroyed after dating them, but one thing we can guarantee is that the Kardashians always benefit. They will always come out on top.
XQC Joe Bama.
I actually enjoyed that video. Chat, I didn't pause a lot because I want to be labeled as a react. And then some people say, is that chat? I pause a lot because I think I can understand a lot of these dynamics, and I pause a lot because I feel like my input isn't bad, and I have a lot to say about it. And I think that's why I pause a lot. Otherwise, I wouldn't have paused. I didn't. It's not because I want to react more, but
reacting.
yeah, I think
React.
let's talk about it.
Reloading.
Especially when there's children involved. It's a whole different ball. It's a whole different ball game. Okay. You don't fuck around when the children is involved. You don't fuck around, man. That's just how I see it.
Patrick CC does as much research as a third grader on a book report. Get that shit off the airway, SM more. I got the spike.
Spike down A.
One day I'm gonna be a fucking dad. I'm gonna be a fucking brave one.
Remaining.
Okay, I'll be a fucking kick-ass dad, and then nobody's gonna be the opposite.
Yo, this is X on the radio.
Okay. You heard my voice as well.
That ass.
Everyone know that voice.
Towards their eternal rest.
I'm sure all of you have heard of electric shock therapy at some point in your lives, or its actual name, electroconvulsive therapy. It's a very controversial operation that was used to treat a variety of things. And I'm using the word treat very loosey-goosey, because there's a very disturbing history with odd usage of electric shock therapy procedures. Like, for some of these cases, electric shock therapy is about as much of a treatment as meth would be a treatment for sleep problems. It just made everything significantly worse. But anyway, I'm not here to cosplay as a medical journal peer reviewer, I'm just an idiot. And I wanted to use my stupid little smooth brain here to speculate, do a little scientific inquiry, where could you take electric shock therapy and translate it into making yourself a better gamer? So instead of making the brain convulse through electric signals, I thought, why not make the body convulse through electric signals to train your muscles to get better at games? So we set out to find an answer to this elusive question. A game I've always wanted to be good at is Rocket League, and it's a game Matt has also wanted to be good at. And luckily, we have one of the best Rocket League teams in the world at Moist Esports, and they were here to boot camp before getting ready for Worlds. So, we thought, hey, let's give it a whirl. Who better to teach us Rocket League through electroshock therapy than some of the best Rocket League players ever? So, our team, Juicy, Cash, and Joyo, were going to administer shocks in order to punish us for everything that we do wrong during our ranked games. Thus, achieving greatness through pain. As the age-old saying goes, no pain, no game-ing. And fuck, I wanted to game better. So that was the plan, and the team was on board, and I think you're going to be blown away by the results because they are astonishing. Only a short hour and a half worth of electric shock therapy, and we improved greatly. Almost unrecognizable from where we started. Also, just want to give everyone a heads up, we are in the World Championship, and our first game is tomorrow. So it'll be tomorrow afternoon, EST. Come by the stream and show some support. Hey, so the Moist Esports Rocket League squad is in, and they're going to help us get better at Rocket League through pain. Shock therapy is apparently like super effective from all the studies, so this should work well. These are TENS units, so it'll...
My arm still hurts from testing.
Yeah, it won't...
Joyo and Noah still. Why don't you two introduce yourselves?
I'm Kosh.
I'm Juicy.
Right.
They're both first.
So they're going to be behind us. When we make a mistake, they'll shock us, TENS unit us, taser us, whatever the fuck it is, and then we'll hopefully get better over the course of a few games.
Please don't terminate my contract if I do it.
It's okay, this is part of the deal. Alright, here we go, boys.
Don't worry, I won't go anywhere.
Alright, let's get it. What's our kickoff strat?
I'll go to like 7, alright?
I go?
Yeah.